name? Who is to call? The motion of the particles always inside the substance, matter. What we is to call? Tamil Selvan? The motion of the particles inside. As we know that matter contains always, matter is made up of a very smallest tiny particles, as well as they always will be in motion. Understanding? Inside, so that motion is only called as Brownian motion. What we should call? Brownian motion. So in this Brownian motion, and as well as to verify the particles are very small in size. So we have done already two experiments. One is dissolving a solid in a liquid. Dissolving solid in a liquid we have done. Understand? Means in the sense of for that purpose we have done. We have dissolved the potassium permanganate in water. We have dissolved what? Potassium permanganate. Have you remembered or not, Monish? Tamil Selvan? Yes or no? So we have dissolved the potassium permanganate in water, and we have verified that slowly the colorless water is turns into, understanding, purple color. Means in the sense of the potassium from this experiment we have proved that the matter is made up of tiny particles. So that only this potassium permanganate, when the time we keep on increasing, it is spreading throughout the water, and it is filling the gaps between the water molecules, so that totally the water which is present in colorless turns into a purple color. That is the first experiment which we have done. So now let us come to the second experiment which we have done to prove particles is made up of, and the matter is made up of tiny particles, as well as, understanding, they are always in motion. So we have done second experiment, that mixing of two gases. Mixing of two gases. So for that we have taken two gases. Can you able to say what is that names, Alana? What is that names? Mixing of two gases. We have taken two gases. What is that? Tamil Selvan, speak here.
Sir.
We have taken two gases. What is that? Tell me. We have taken two gases into different jars. One jar I have taken air. So what is the color of air? What is the color of air?
Colorless.
Colorless. So it is colorless. And the next one I have taken another gas called as, actually it will be present in liquid state, but easily it can form the vapors. So that is only called as what gas? Bromine gas. What we should call? Bromine gas. What is the color of this bromine gas? What is the color of this bromine gas? Then what is the use of teaching here?
Red brown.
Red brown color. So this we can able to see because it is having color. So that is why we can able to see this is present in red brown color. Red brown color. So Darun, these all the experiments we are doing to verify the particles are made of, matter is made up of as tiny particles, as well as they are in motion. Are you understand, Darun?
Understood.
Okay. So now let us comes to here. What we have done, Ra? We have taken one beaker. We have filled with air. If you take empty beaker, definitely automatically it will fill with air. So air is not having any color. Understand? So that only we can say we cannot see anything. It is colorless. Now, if we'll both try to mix these two cylinders like one after one, understand? So let us fix this cylinder here, and if we take this cylinder up, and if we exactly keep kept in inverted on it, then slowly this bromine fumes will start mixing with the air, and we can observe that. Understanding? And as well as, sir, why bromine is only going? Air also will go down, but we cannot see the going of air. Why, Ra? Why we cannot able to see the going of air? Anybody? Why we cannot? Because it is colorless. So that we cannot able to see. Understanding? We cannot able to see the motion of the air, but we can able to see the motion of the bromine gas. Why we can able to see the bromine gas? Because it is having a color called as red brown. Now let us see that experiment, how it will be happen. So now in this picture, all of it is kindly observe here. In this picture, if you'll observe, so here one jar we have. What is this jar called as? What is this jar called as? At least now you speak, respond, please kindly. So what is this jar called as? Air jar. Yes or no? It contains air. Now down if you'll observe, it contains what? red brown color gas called as bromine gas. Now,
Bromine gas.
yes, both I have kept inverted like this. Now you see, this is before reaction. Before they are not mixing, they will be indivisible. This is air and this is bromine gas, bromine vapor. Now, after some time, if you left them without disturbing, then you can see, we can see completely both the cylinders. Both the cylinders are looking the same color. Which color it is?
Red brown color.
Red brown color, because this brown fumes will go up. This brown fumes will go up, understanding, and air also will mix it. Air also will be coming down, so that air is colorless. Whenever this brown fumes will go and mix up, then everything looks like a red brown color. You understand, Amma? So means in the sense of from this experiment we can conclude that particles are in motion or not. Particles are in motion or not. Yes or no? Yes? Are they are mixing each other, correct? They are in motion or not? They are in motion, as well as they are very, very small in size. That is the reason why we can say matter is always made up of tiny particles as well as they are in motion. That motion is called as Brownian motion.
Brownian motion.
Yeah, and as well as I have told you why the bromine fumes are going upwards. Going upwards means because we have heated it. If we heat, definitely they will gain the energy. That energy called as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, because bromine is present in liquid state. So we will start heating, then only it will converting into vapors or gas. Understand? So they will gain the enough kinetic energy to go upwards, so that only bromine is going up. Understand? Means in the sense of air is not coming down. Yes, air is also coming, but we cannot see the motion of the air, because what is the color of air? Color of air is colorless. No color is present.
Colorless.
So that is why, understand, we can see only the motion of the bromine gas. Now if we'll see from this, we can conclude. So this process of diffusion gives again two conclusions about the nature of matter. First one is what? Matter is made up of what, Amma? Matter is made up of? Speak, yeah. Matter is made up of what? Tiny particles. Matter is made up of tiny particles, as well as next one. Always the particles of a matter are constantly moving. So these are the two conclusions which we can make. Constantly moving from this experiment. We can make from this experiment. So these are the two conclusions we can make. Now, that's all. This is the two experiments, mixing of two cases. Now we have one more experiment also. So that is only called as pollen grains. How many of you know pollen grains? Biology you have studied, correct? Like a powder which is present in the flowers. Have you remembered? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, pollen grains. Biology you may have studied, correct? Now, let us take that pollen grains and let it put it in a water. Then what will happen, you see. Again, we can study that. So now, before we'll go further, the next experiment, we should know the meaning of term called as pollen. All of you note it down. What is the meaning of pollen? Or we can call it as pollen grains. Pollen grains. Understand? Pollen grains means it is a powdery substance, which is a powdery substance which is discharged from the male part of the flower. Understand? Biology you have studied. Have you studied the structure of flower? Tell me, yaar. Have you studied the structure of flower? Biology you have studied like this, correct? Nobody is speaking.
Yes, sir.
Here, stomata will be there, male part, female
Yes,
part.
sir.
Like this. You have studied like this, sir. I have not drawn well, but you have remembered. Have you remembered this or not? So now,
Yes, sir.
so what is the meaning of this pollen grains means? These are the, understanding, a powdery like substance which has been collected from the male, understanding, male part of the flower. Remember, male part of the flower, that name is called as, understanding, we used to call as stamen. Have you remembered the stamen? So stamen is the male reproductive part in the flower. So from this only we used to collect this powder like substance, that is only called as pollen grains or pollens. Understand? So now this pollen is actually present in the top part of the stamen called as anther. Like this it will be, like a bulb. Understanding? So here the powder is present. So this is actually stamen. Understanding? So it is present at the top like a bulb. Understanding? Present in the top part of the stamen. So that part is only we used to called as anther. Sir, why you are teaching biology, sir, means instead of chemistry you are teaching biology means we should know it. That is the reason. Understand? So now, if you'll observe this anther with the help of microscopic understanding, with a basically this pollens contains a very small particles. That is only called as pollen grains. That very small particles only called as pollen grains. That overall we used to called as pollen. Understand? So now these pollens, understanding, are extremely minute and they are very light particles, means they can easily float on the water and all. So let us see now. Suppose for example, understanding, if you drop this pollen in water, then how it will be happen. So now that is only our experiment. Movement of pollen grains in water. All of you keep heading. Movements in pollen grains of water. Movements in pollen grains of water. From now onwards, I have decided that to explain the concept with the help of picture. Then only you can imagine more. So that only I will do that. So now third experiment to verify that particles are small in size as well as they are in Brownian motion. So that is movement of pollen grains. All of you write it. Movement of pollen grains. This is the third experiment. So let us come to here. We need to study about the history of this experiment. Who has done, when they have done. So the best evidence for the existence and movement of particles in liquids was given by this experiment only. This is the best experiment to prove that particles are made up of, matter is made up of small particles as well as they are in motion. This is the best example. Understand? So who has given this one? Means in the sense of the movement of particles in liquid, first given by Robert Brown. What we used to call, what's his name? What's his name? Robert
Brown.
That is why we used to call it as Brownian motion. You people understand now why we are used to call it as Brownian motion? A random motion of particles is called as Brownian motion. Why? Because it has been done first by Robert Brownian. So because of his name, it has been called as Brownian motion. Now, let us see what happened and how he has done means. First, this Robert Brown suspended extremely small pollen grains in water. Means in the sense of he has thrown extremely like powder structure, he has thrown in water and looking through the microscope. He has observed with the microscope after throwing, understanding these extremely small particles. So it was being found that pollen grains were moving rapidly throughout water in a very irregular way. That path is only called as zigzag path. What we should call that? Zigzag path or zigzag way. So that is why it understanding. He has observed that it is also, if the water is warm water, then they are moving faster the pollen grains move on the surface of water. So these are the two things he has observed when he kept on the pollen grains on the surface of, he has suspended, means dropped pollen grains on water. Now, this movement of the zigzag way of the movement of pollen grains on the surface of water, understanding, he has explained in such a way that water is made up of tiny particles. As we know that water is made up of what? Tiny particles. And also I have told you, if you take one drop of water, it contains how many number of particles, Ra? Last class I have taught you. If you take one drop of water, it contains how many number of particles? Manya, Samaya? Last class I have told you, correct? If you take just one drop of water, it contains how many number of particles? If you are not saying, then what is the use of teaching? Check your notebook and you can tell me. I have taken just one drop of water. It contains how many particles? Pradosh, Tamil Selvan?
Yes, sir.
How many? I have taken one drop of water. It contains how many particles? It is made up of small particles, correct? How many particles are there? Last
10 power 21.
10 power 21 particles. Have you remembered? So if just imagine one drop of water if you take, it contains these many number of particles, and these particles 10 power 21 means in the sense of what? 1 after 21 zeros. Like this 21 zeros you should keep. Imagine that, which is equals to one water droplet. That is what meaning of this one. So then imagine 1 liter of water, how much it is contained. Then 10 liters, 1000 liters, like that. That is what you imagine. So now why, if I'll drop these pollen grains, why they are moving zigzag way? If it is cool water, then they are moving randomly already. But if it is warm water, then more even faster they are moving, because warm water will provide more energy. Which energy, Ra? Which energy I said? Warm water will provide. If you start heating, heat energy will be provided. That energy will give kinetic energy. Understanding? Kinetic energy to the particles. So that more speed, more randomly they will start moving in the hot water. Hot or warm water compared to the cold water. So now what is happening? Why they are moving means, remember, as we know that just a small droplet of water itself, it is made up of 10 power 21 particles, means every water, wherever you will go in the world, the water is made up of a very, very tiny particles which are moving very fast. We cannot see that, but they are moving inside because they are the liquids. So very fast. So these water particles or water molecules themselves are invisible under the microscope because they are very, 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 very small, so that we cannot even see with the microscope, but they are always moving very faster inside. So that only when you will suspend these pollen grains, then what will happen? The pollen grains will start moving on the surface of water because the water particles are constantly being hit by the fast moving. Understanding? So water is moving very, 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 very fastly. So that what will happen? These water particles will hit these pollen grains. So because of that, these pollen grains will start moving very, very randomly. Suppose, let me imagine, this is the one pollen grain. It contains thousands of water molecules. What will happen? This one will hit like this. 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 So that they will go zigzag manner. Any is a manner. So that is why this zigzag path is only called as, what we should call, Ra? What we should call? What we should call? Brownian motion. Understanding? So Brownian motion, he has been observed that even we cannot see this movement of water particles with a microscope, but because of their collisions, random hitting of these pollen grains, understanding, they are moving very, very fast, understanding, in a random manner, zigzag manner. So this random motion of visible particles means pollen grains, caused by whom? What is the reason behind of movement of pollen grains? Anybody speak? Why the pollen grains are moving? Because the water is made up of tiny particles. They are moving very, very fast, but it is not visible to us. So these water particles will come and will hit these pollen grains continuously, so that only the random path will continuously will change. So that is the reason behind this one. So this random motion of pollen grains is caused by the much smaller invisible water particles,
Sir, water particles means what, sir?
Water particles. Water is made up of small, tiny particles. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you take one water droplet, Pradosh, it contains 10 power 21 H2Os. You understand? H2O is a water molecule.
Okay.
Yes or no? So like that,
Yes,
you
sir.
have 10 power 21 H2O particles, which is equals to one droplet. You understand? So,
Okay, sir.
H2Os will randomly moving always inside the water, inside the container. So we cannot see them because they are colorless and very, 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 very small. Understand? So these particles will hit these pollen grains continuously. So that only pollen grains will be moving always. Like our football. Do you know that football? Our team members will
Yes,
get
sir.
the ball in random directions. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Is it a football is always kicking in the same direction or differently? Depend upon the opposite team we can hit. Is it yes or no? Suppose I am under
Yes,
boys one team and girls one team. So I will hit to Pradosh. Pradosh will hit to Maunesh. Maunesh will hit to Darun. Darun will hit to Tamil Selvan. Like that, they will try to keep the goal. Like that, different directions, different people will hit. So that what will happen? Ball will go in a zigzag manner. Is it yes or no? We don't know in which direction it will go. Yes?
Yes, sir.
That is. So here, like we are hitting, we people are called as in this case water particles. Water particles will hit these pollen grains, so that only pollen grains will move in zigzag manner. So that is only called as, that name is called as, what we should call? Brownian motion.
Brownian motion.
Brownian motion, because it is came understanding after the name of the scientist. What is his name? Robert Brown, who has observed first. Understanding this phenomena has been first observed by him. So that is why after that it has been called as Brownian motion.
Brownian motion.
So now these Brownian motion, not only in solids and liquids we can observe. This Brownian motion also we can observe in gases also. Understand? Gases also we can observe this Brownian motion. Sometimes, suppose for example, if we take a beam of sunlight, how many of you know when the sunlight is coming from our window, morning, early morning? Have you noticed it? Inside the float of dust particles we can see. Have you noticed it? How many of you see?
Yes, sir.
When the light is coming from a small pinhole or somewhere from a window, early morning, early sunrise, we can able to see the clear path of floating substances in the air.
Yes.
Notice it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That
Yes,
is
sir.
in the sense of what? That is also example of Brownian motion, but it is what? Gases. Understand? So because of invisible substances, why the now let me see who will explain. If you'll observe that light, and please those who are creating noise, you please unmute. If you'll observe that light, we cannot able to see the gases. Oxygen we cannot see, nitrogen we cannot see, carbon dioxide we cannot see, but we can see the collision of solid particles. Why it is happening? Can you able to say? Why they cannot say constantly? If you'll understand this, then you can say that. Please tell me. Why we can observe that? Because who will hit them? Why the solid particles are moving? Who is hitting them continuously? Tell me, what is this, Rare? If you'll observe the air contains what? Suppose let me imagine this is the path I am seeing. So dust particles are floating randomly. Means in the sense of, is it air contains only dust? Pradosh, Tamil Selvan, Darun,
No, sir.
No.
air contains what? It contains the invisible gases. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is. So that gases will hit these particles. Oxygen will hit, nitrogen will hit, carbon dioxide will hit. Like that, whatever the gases are present, every gas will hit these particles. So that what will happen? These particles will go random direction. Have you noticed it or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason. Understanding? So we people observe that this is also the Brownian motion also will takes place in understanding in gases also. So gases also will show the Brownian motion. Understanding? So because always gas particles also they are called as fluids. Always they will be in motion. So that these are the two examples which we can make. Understanding? Three examples totally, three experiments which we can make to verify that particles are made up of what? Matter is made up of what? Matter is, Alana speak. Matter is made up of what? Matter is made up of tiny particles as well as also inside the matter, always the particles are in random motion. So that motion is only called as what we should call Brownian motion.
Brownian motion.
Brownian motion. Understand? So all of you note it down now. Movement of pollen grains. All of you write. Movement of pollen grains. Movement of pollen grains. So now let us see first. Right. Who has observed that first? That scientist name have written? Robert Brown. In which year?
Robert Brown.
Robert Brown in which year? 1827. Understand?
1826.
So that is why this is called as random motion. Now, how the path will be there? So I will represent here. So if you drop the pollen grain in water, understand how the path will move means. Understand? You have to draw that. And you have to take some kind of a like circle. Just I am showing you. So now I am drawing. I am keeping some pollen grain here. So what will happen? It can go in any zigzag manner. You can draw anything. So it will reaches to here. Understand? It can go here and it can go here. And again it can reaches here. Again it can come here. Again it can go there. Again it can come here. Like that it can go. So you people can draw. So this is only, this path is called as what, Ra? What we used to call this path?
Zigzag.
Zigzag path. Understanding? So zigzag motion. All of you draw this diagram. So this zigzag motion is only what we should call Brownian motion. What we should call Brownian motion. I have drawn the diagram well. Correct?
Brownian motion.
Tamil Selvan, is the diagram beautiful? Solla path. So this motion is only called as Brownian motion. So this motion, so is it Brownian motion only in liquids? Is it Brownian motion is only in liquids? Not
No,
only
sir.
in liquids.
Yes,
It also will take place in. It will also take place in gases also.
Yes, sir.
gases.
All of you write it. All of you write it. Draw this diagram and I will say a few points. You can write it. Shall we start? Darun, Monesh, Manya.
1 minute, sir.
Okay. Do. So this is what? Pollen grains. Pollen grains. Understanding? Pollen grains are present in where they are present. What is the location of pollen grains? Anybody? What is the location of pollen grains? They are present in male part of the flower. Today only I told you, correct? What, man? So they are present in pollens. Next, pollens contains pollen grains. Understanding? Pollens are pollen grains. So pollen grains are present in where? They are present in male reproductive male flower plant. Male
Male reproductive part.
male part of the flowers. So that name is called as what? What we should call that name? Stamen. Understanding? Stamen is
Stamen.
the reproductive part of flower. The stamen again contains at the top part of the stamen, we used to call it as anther. Understanding? So this anther only contains pollens, and this pollen contains a small particles called as pollen grains. You people understand or not? Yes or no? That is
Understood,
what is this? If I'll teach again, you will forget it. Male part of that. So this is about it. So now write it. All of you write it. The pollen grains move on the surface of water. The pollen grains move on the surface of water. The pollen grains move on the surface of water because why Tamil Selvan? I have already taught you 3 times. Now you speak. Why the particles are moving? Pollen grains are moving on the surface of water. Manya, Samaya. Why they are moving here? You can speak, correct? Why they are moving, Pradosh? Nobody knows. Right. Pollen grains move on the surface of water because they are constantly being. Then what you understand here? I have taught 2 examples, but nobody is responding. They are constantly being hit by the fast moving particles of water. Fast moving particles of water. You people understand, Ra? No response. I am not at all interested. They have been hit by the fast moving particles of
Fast moving of water.
fast moving particles of water, not fast moving of water. Fast particle. That particles motion we cannot observe because it is very, very small in size. So that motion is only called as what? Right.
Brownian motion.
The random motion of visible particles. So in this experiment, who is the visible particle? Water or pollen grains?
Pollen grains.
Pollen grains. Others are everywhere. Try to communicate. That is what the skill I want. Understanding? Write it. The random motion of visible particles. Bracket you can write. Who is that visible particle? Pollen grain.
Pollen grains.
you sir, why we need to take pollen grains only? You can take anything, but it must be suspended on the water. Means very, very less in weight. That is you have to remember. Very, very small in size and needs to visible by us, by our human eye, and they are very, very less in size. That is what. So pollen grains caused by the random motion of visible particles caused by the much smaller water particles are invisible or visible for us. Water particles are visible or invisible?
Invisible, sir.
Invisible. Very good, Manya. So the random motion of visible particles, caused by the much smaller invisible particles of water. Much smaller invisible particles of water. Much smaller.
Sir, 1 minute repeat, sir.
Okay, I will come from first. The random motion of visible particles. I will write it here if you want. The random motion of. Monish, are you writing, Monish? Respond me. Darun, you also. Tamil Selvan, no response today. Write it. The random motion of visible particles, bracket you can write pollen grains. Visible particles, the random motion of visible particles, bracket pollen grains, caused by the much smaller, Laksha, are you writing? Much smaller invisible
Yes, sir.
particles. Much smaller invisible particles. So what is this invisible particles? They are the particles of what? Particles of what? Invisible
Water,
particles.
sir.
Yeah. Particles of water is an example of which motion, Ra? Example of
Brownian.
Brownian motion. All of you write it. So is it we can observe this Brownian motion in gases or only liquids?
Gases also, sir.
Gases also. Complete this statement. Later we can write that. Completed?
Sir? Yes, sir.
Now, right.
Yes, sir.
Brownian motion can also be observed in gases. Brownian motion can also be observed in gases. Right, example. When a beam of sunlight, example you can give. Example, when a beam of sunlight enters a room,
Sir, is this an example?
yeah, for gases, amma. It is for gases. Okay, Manya. Brownian motion for gases it is, not for liquids. Understanding?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So beam of sunlight enters a room. We can see what we can see are tiny dust particles. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. When a beam of sunlight enters a room, we can see a tiny dust particles. Enters a room. We can see a tiny dust particles. Suspended in air. Suspended in air. Suspended means present ra. Suspended in air. Always they are in constant, they are in motion. They are in constant or they are in motion. Suspended in air, which are moving rapidly. Which are moving rapidly. Rapidly. Why they are moving rapidly? Reason behind, please. Why they are moving?
Sir, because it is a tiny dust particle.
They are tiny dust particles, but who is making us to make them to move randomly, zigzag?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. What, Manya? Just now I told you correct. It is present in air. Air contains what? Is it contains only dust particles? It contains
sir,
only
yeah.
gases
Because
like
of heavy particles.
nitrogen, oxygen, carbon
Many
dioxide.
gases.
So these all are what? Invisible. So these all are invisible. So these particles will move very fastly. So that only these particles will hit these dust particles continuously. So that what will happen? You people are not focusing on the class. So what will happen? They are all moving in the air continuously. That is the reason behind, right? They are moving rapidly because they are constantly hit by the whom ra? Hit by the whom? Invisible particles of air.
Invisible particles of air.
Invisible. What is that invisible particles? Bracket you can write. What is that invisible particles?
Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc.
Carbon dioxide. Others also respond. Tamil servan. Invisible. Bracket you can write this. Invisible particles of air. Invisible particles of air. That's all. So this is why. That is why we can say this is an example of what? Example.